To understand the basic single wing offense a little better, let's look at a representative single wing team. I found this old photo of a classic unbalanced line single wing team. It's the 1948 national champion Michigan Wolverines. Notice that the center's not really in the center. There are 4 linemen to his right and only 2 to his left, which makes it what's called an unbalanced line. Single wing center was a very demanding position. The single wing center first and foremost had to make an accurate snap, often leading a back to the right or to the left, and he had to be tough. He had to put his head between his legs and make that snap and then get ready to be hit as soon as he did. But he wasn't finished just because he'd made his snap. He still had to block. Some of those single wing centers were so good that they could make that snap and then get out and lead interference. This is called wing right formation, or formation right. One back is directly back of the center. He's commonly called the tailback. Just to his right is the fullback. A third back, up close to the line of scrimmage, is the quarterback, often called the blocking back. The fourth back is called the wingback because he's out there past the end at the tip of the wing. The single wing tailback was typically the best all-around athlete on the team. He had to be a true triple threat. He had to be able to run, he had to be able to pass, and he had to be able to punt. But not only that, he could be used as a pass receiver, and sometimes even as a blocker. Well, sort of. The fullback had to be versatile too. He had to be able to run inside, especially on the traps and wedges. And he had to be able to block. And in many single wing offenses, he also had to do a fair amount of ball handling. He had to be nifty on his feet, spinning in place as he faked or handed off. The quarterback called the plays. Coaches weren't allowed to send in plays back in those days. He was also called the blocking back, and for good reason. After he'd called the play, the rest of his job was much more like that of a guard than a modern-day quarterback. But he was sometimes used as a pass receiver. In some cases, in the buck lateral series, he might handle the ball and pitch out. Or fake while the fullback ran a trap. Or even handle the ball himself. Sometimes running. sometimes passing. Like everybody else in the backfield, the wingback had to be versatile too. First of all, he had to be able to block. Sometimes he'd lead the interference, just like another blocking back. But he also had to carry the ball on counters and reverses. And he had to be able to catch passes. And he was especially valuable if he could not only run the reverse, but also throw the reverse pass.